G'day everyone. Today I'm heading up to Inlet Hot Springs to go fossicking at the Mount Gibson fossicking locality. It's commonly known for its gem quality topaz that comes out of there. You can get quartz and cassiterite, tin specimens up there as well. So it's in, for those who are not familiar with the area, it's in North Queensland. All the information you really need if you want to go out there fossicking is on the Queensland government site, where all the fossicking details are for each designated fossicking land. And you can simply find that by Googling Mount Gibson fossicking in Queensland, and it'll pop up as the Queensland government site, one of the first sites there. To get there, you travel to Inlet Hot Springs, and there's a dirt track that goes down beside the caravan park. You travel down there for a couple kilometres and come to a steel gate and a grid there. Just travel through there, closing the gate behind you. It is a working cattle station in there. And you head through. It's about 6 kilometres from the gate. It is a four-wheel drive track. It is getting rougher by the years as it is not maintained, so it's definitely a four-wheel drive track, unless you feel like walking 6 kilometres. Today I'll be heading to the Glittering Star section of the fossicking area. There is two sections, the Glittering Star and Patricia. I won't be going to Patricia as it's only a day trip, but definitely heading up to the Glittering Star to see if I can get myself a couple bits of topaz. We'll see how we go. So I'm just in the video, this is the last section of the hill, just heading up, but look, you can expect a 20-minute drive at least from the gate to get in, slow and steady is the way. Just heading up to the top. I know it's been turned over quite a bit, so I'll get up there and I'll do a bit of footage. I'll show you around what you can expect when you get up there. This is where I generally park. There's a little flat section there, so we'll just go there. So here we are. We're at the top of the Mount Gibson fossicking area, Glittering Star location. This is the landscape that you can typically see up there. It's very turned over. You may struggle to find ground here that hasn't been turned over. However, don't be disheartened. There's definitely still stuff to be found up there. It's a big mountain, so get up there and have a go. Typically, you can find topaz up there by either dry sieving or specking. Specking generally hasn't been a great sort of venture there for the last couple of years, as there's been a lot of people that go up there. I know a lot of people that travel from Cairns, Townsville and everywhere in between to head up there quite regularly on a weekend or just a day trip. So there it is. Look, there's a steep slope down the side of it. You never know what sort of specking opportunities could lay down there. I'm unsure if there's any sort of deposit down there. I know for a fact that there's deposits of topaz all over the top of this mountain where you go up to dig and find the diggings. But there's obviously opportunities down the side for specking as it's washed away over thousands or millions of years. So this is it. I'm just walking up the track here, checking both sides, just having a look around, see if I can see somewhere suitable for myself to set up for the day.
It's going to be hard work here. Just wanted to show you where I'm at, and I'm pretty sure I'm into virgin ground now, and explain to you why I think that and what to look for to get that. I'm looking at easily 2 hours to get down to where I am, and obviously now my problem is this big rock in the middle which I've been digging around. A couple of reasons I know it's now virgin ground is I've been finding rocks, separated cracked rocks sitting next to each other, but in pieces that are joined, so to speak, so you can see that they've been one rock and they've cracked. Second reason is I have been starting to get some more pieces, so I'll just show you a couple little crystals come out, and also some pieces of topaz there. I do need to get this big rock out, which I'm going to work on. But if you have a look up here, you can see a big layer of rocks that are got gaps in between them, so overburden. You can also see, if we look down here, hopefully you can see it, we have a layer above my hand that is a reddy colour and is more sandy, and then below it is a dark colour, and that runs all the way across here. It is quite, it's a bit hard to see in there, but for me it's easier to see in there that that's above my hand again, overburden. Below it, virgin ground. So it's a darker, more consolidated ground. Starting to get some topaz out of it. I've separated quite a few rocks out of this side of the big rock. The big rock does move a little bit, but I need to dig around it and then try and hoist it out that way. So yeah, I will do that and get back to you.
So at this point I just went back to have a bit of smoke out of the car, and this is just a picture of the best stuff that I'd found up until then. Okay, this is about an hour later. I got the big rock out. I've certainly got a few more nice pieces of topaz at this point. The overburden's starting to collapse into the hole, so I'm just going to take a moment to walk away and just have a stretch. I'm going to just go up the top and show you what it's like up the top of the mountain. So we're up the top now, sort of looking back down towards where I was fossicking. This is more the top section. I've never had a great deal of luck finding stuff up here other than smaller pieces, but I have seen some large 50, 60 carat pieces come out of the top section, so it's up there, but it again is a very turned over location. It's quite hard ground, and generally up on the top ridge you can hit large rock bars that run through here.
Let me show you.
You know, once you get up there you can see quite a few people have tried to pry apart them rock bars. Just right there in the picture is the old tin sieve, I believe what you'd call it, or a tin shaker from the old time miners who used to come up here and chase the tin, the cassiterite. So this is one of their old shakers that still sits up there today. It's an old sluice box in the bottom there. So no water really at this location. I assume that would have been just a dry shaker, unless they dammed and pumped water up from the creek, but I'm not 100% sure. But that's pretty cool. That still sits up there. And just heading down towards the Soccer Fork in the road that you come up as well, it's not really turned over, and there's good reason for it. There is a large sort of redstone rock bar. I don't know what sort of rock it is, but there's a rock bar that runs under there, so it's not real good digging. And that's the high point off to the right there. There's no topaz up that way. Been up there many times. There's nothing that I can find. Alright, so this is back home now. I just spent a day up there, travelled up, fossicked and come back in the same day. So this is the best of what I got. That's a nice cassiterite crystal. You don't get many that big, but I really like this one. And it's, if you've ever seen it and held it, it's really heavy. So it's really cool. This is the biggest topaz I got. It's really cracked on one half, but really clear on the other, so it would make a cutter. And there's some good little pieces there. Nothing wrong with that haul. Some of the quartz I got, probably not the best quality. I just need to sort through it and maybe throw out some of that stuff. But some nice crystal points. It's always nice to see. Smokies, clear, white crystals, all sorts. I did find a large crystal up there as well, which I'll show you this picture of. It's a low quality, but it might clean up well. Yeah, had fun. Thanks for watching.